I mean, they have made a change. They got the Omen out here.
Crying, Sue, please.
Yeah,
Well, you said 7, you said 4. We're 1 on the board already. So Omen in Astral, what do we think?
Omen, I feel like Omen just gives you a little bit more punch in the attacking phase because of the paranoia being allowed to use on C, and now with the C being changed, with the pocket on the left side of the entrance when you're attacking, you're gonna be able to clear that very particular angle with that paranoia. That's very important. So I'm a fan.
Yeah,
of,
nothing too
Omen
crazy on this map, but I think this was the map we would, well, at least the map that I was the most confident that stuff would stay the same.
We know that, of course, as you were saying, the defense has been, you know, easier now to execute. I want to see how that control of that specific area of the map is going to go.
Well, true Fnatic fashion, they just made one change coming into this, but it could make all of the difference as we jump into Lotus and bring back your casters from earlier today. It's Mitch and Tom.
Thanks for remembering, Sue. Good to hear your voice and the rest of the desk all day long. Now, Tom, as we jump into this, I think without a doubt the biggest fan reception so far has been for this Fnatic squad. How do you think Vitality feel walking out against that? Because this room, I don't know if you heard it at home, but it erupted for one team. It's a little quiet on the other.
I think they're going to have to re-employ.
All right, Vitality on defense, Fnatic on attack. I'm going to be on Odin watch. And I'm not too hopeful. Who'll be the Odin player in these? There's a few that could maybe do it Destrin Sender.
Everyone else has suffered the same defeat.
4-1 push. Chad, you ever seen a 4-1 push on the defensive pistol? Literally all the time. But this time we have a Sky over towards C. It's a little bit different.
And the B site for now, well, the only thing in their way is a little bit of utility, which looks like plant denial.
Chronicles evaded those players as well that were pushing down through middle and attempting to root him out after doing the damage early for Fnatic. They've got the space, and it looks like a plan coming through. A wall to cover their back and, most importantly,
wall to go behind on this one. So if they open the door, or if someone challenges behind, they need to probably play more on site here. Yeah, they decide to wait for the Omen Flash maybe to push in. Vitality look good for this. Yeah, that was only gonna. Why do I talk, man? That was only gonna go one way. And okay, chat. I should have stuck with my guts here. Yeah, for sure. Fnatic really expecting them to come door behind or fast flank behind because of the 4-person push. But instead, they just used the pressure of the 4-person push and everyone went over towards spawn. So very smart from Vitality on this. Kind of outsmarted Fnatic here, to be honest with you.
One of the best players in terms of duelists last year, probably second only to the man on the other side. So now this is like their litmus test.
Bob, thank you so much for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Appreciate the Prime and the easy transfer as well with the Prime 17 months. Thank you so much, dude.
Team in the world last year. What can you do? And for Fnatic, has anything
Where's the
changed?
Koi
Are they just
second map?
Come back in and rock everybody once again? The fact is, well, it's not easy to get to the top.
Live
it's
now.
easier to get to the top than it is to stay there.
Well, that's always going to be the thing. Look, everybody has in their mind a different target when they come into events. You might have a regional rivalry. There might be a team that has an X
plant down, so that means they can buy 2
here, but
sheriffs into this one.
Wants to take down Fnatic. The accolade you get alongside that, you get added to a very short list of teams.
Safe and Leo make up that. two of the most exciting players in terms of a rivalry, but I don't even feel like there is much of a rivalry. Maybe between Safe and Fnatic. He's mentioned that once or twice. He wanted to go there with Leo. They made other choices. For now, at least. We're going to have Fnatic a bit of a weak bite.
Idol clears a good amount. Fnatic create a good amount of pressure.
I think that was
waiting for some kind of bait out, especially the Guardian.
Thus became an incredibly strong map for them. With the changes
what is this duel, man?
Whether or not that defensive side is going to be better for a lot of teams, and Vitality have
nicely played from Safe here. Early information gets the smoke out. I say potential rotate because we have one person making noise, just trying to get the orb the whole time. We don't see an extra bit of backup towards C once they spot info, and Safe has to do a lot here. Omen Flash for this though. Oh, the guy's above him. Oh man. Oh man, this. And they don't have many guns for this, but a little bit scary. Nice nade to stop the original plant. They still have time to do this. Nothing else. Let's see if the spam's good. That's why Boaster has to duel, because that player can get spammed. Ping came in. Would have been good to spam.
with Chronicle, Durka, and Boaster so low.
Yeah.
It really is.
So
Leo
shout out to Boaster
with a
there.
rifle
Gets the
to
first
do
kill,
heavy
prevents them
lifting.
from spamming the
In
plant.
terms of utility, I mean, they have got a Snade to work with. The C's on Leo, the nade on Durka. About the best that you can hope for. It has landed.
Sees
Nade's a
nade
little
combo.
short.
Yeah.
They did good to avoid this, and yeah, we
So much
have a
still
lot of low
need
HPs.
to go wrong for Vitality. The weaponry so far in
Lovely
their
shot
favor.
from
Boaster
Boaster,
has found
man.
another one in Durka. He might just have the time.
Oh, that was the chance.
It's left all onto the IGL. Already half defused, and Destrian is not
Okay.
letting go of this one. Vitality are going to convert the second round.
Nice eco,
even if
good
it got a little
damage.
bit
Shout out
close.
to Boaster here.
It
Did
did.
great.
Look, it did get close. What it also got was costly for the side of Vitality. So many players lost to get back in
Yeah,
there.
kind of fan,
And
but they're
already we're seeing
eco,
some of
so
these
it's like,
plays that previously
I mean, yeah,
have been
you don't want to
built
give them
on
a
with,
gun,
like, a
basically.
paranoia going through and the TP up top from an Omen. Boaster did it
Normally
try,
though,
and it
with what
worked
happened
out,
there,
just
someone should have
distraction
rotated
play
over from
on
B
Safe, as he
fan,
was a
so
little too
there should have been
focused on
someone
the
else
rest
to
of the
help him,
players
so I
making their way through.
don't want to give him
That'll work once
full
for you, it'll
blame
get
for
you
that
the
where
damage.
it
Now
felt like the
they'll look to
rotates were
capitalize on the back
slightly
of it and really punish
off
Vitality.
because of the A
You can
pressure.
see what they're
Yeah,
buying.
looks like-
They're not going to have a lot to work with.
I think we're going to see a little bit of a mid-push.
Guardian,
B, just get
Bulldog,
early information.
double
It's
triple
been heavy
sheriff.
C presence so far from Fnatic, so they're
Everyone
going
getting the
hunting,
heavy
who's
armor
gonna
out
break
apart
the
from
turret.
Alpha.
I don't think they'll get much more from it. And bear in mind, weaponry-wise, not a whole lot available for Vitality. So they have to basically rely on trap plays. If they can get someone caught, win an individual fight. For now, at least, though, it is just this slow presence being taken. The defenders look like they're going to try and pincer onto C.
Yeah. And then what's the call here? That is... What the hell is that smoke?
That's certainly being denied from the side of Fnatic. All the
Hey,
utilities
please show
they
me
gave
that
back
again,
at them.
man.
They
The
give
Observer's
them
got to
space,
show me
they
that
pump
again.
the
Give me
brakes, they
someone.
wait, and they let Vitality
Don't
get
let
a
this
little
one go.
ahead of themselves.
It's incredible.
Hopefully, the attacking side, you're hoping that that defensive side has rotated. They've gone to B, they've gone to A, they've seen that fake. Even with the orb being taken, this could very easily be a fake. Oh, and actually it is. Fnatic will just make
Okay,
a bit of
they
noise. Look
recreate
elsewhere.
pressure
They
by
caught the push. They
recreate
found the
pressure
space
by
taken,
getting the
but
orb
this
over
time
towards
Boaster doesn't win the
C.
duel.
Safe, making up for the
He has
smoke
been
over towards
somewhat,
C. It's a great kill, gets out of there as well.
in the
30
past.
seconds left,
But
still
now the
has
time
his
starts to become a real
flash.
issue. Rotation
Probably does
from
it off the
Kipsy
door
getting
opening.
Back into the site. Paranoia is
Oh,
still
he goes for the
available
kills of
Safe
this
as
one.
well. Again, able to try and buy time. They're not in a bad position here at all, but the utility is going to make things that little bit more awkward. Denying the plant is not going to be easy, but Safe still going strong.
6
A second
bullets.
for him already.
10 seconds left.
Fnatic are going to be getting that plant in, but now he can wait for the cavalry
Smokes
to
off
arrive. There is
towards
a
tree.
very real chance for
Wow,
Vitality
Safe
in this
is
round.
doing
Oh, that shot
fantastic.
as well onto Alpha, straight through the smoke. A big kill. They could double down even further. It's only Chronicle left. Just one man standing between them. He's already picked up the first, and he's on his way for the diffuser. But it's guarded by Destrian, who's got changing weapons, and the low HP makes it easy. Fnatic
Nicely,
are on the board
nicely
with
done
a
from
red
Chronicle here.
flag
Safe
from
did
Chronicle.
bits. Did so much damage.
Such a well-played round from Vitality. Like, it has to be said. Safe plays it to perfection. Constant repositions. Initial fight, falls back, has smokes to delay, wins another individual fight on the site. Spam through the smoke, couldn't have gone better. But Chronicle, and this is the thing, but whoever Fnatic seem to have, they have this depth of individual brilliance that can come out of nowhere. And well, all it took was 3 rounds for one of them to show what they've got.
Oh, Vitality go heavy
He
over.
was
So,
fantastic
first of
on
all,
Lotus
we'll hype
last
up the round a
time
little bit
around,
because
but,
it's an important round in terms of the money
that was
for
a while
everyone
ago.
over
Where's his
towards
Odin?
here. Vitality, sorry,
It will be
Fnatic
coming
winning the
out,
round, only one
I
person
feel,
surviving.
eventually.
And
With the way
Durka one
Vitality
away
is
from
taking
his
the space,
ult,
they're
Boaster
actually
one away
very
from his
confident
ult.
in
This
round,
is
just
the
to leave
ult for
one player
Durka.
safe, alone on A. He's holding that control much deeper.
And let's just
He's
see
got
what
the
they
stack the
see.
rotations towards the left side of that mini map.
Skydog
towards
could
C.
clear over towards B once they
Spotting
have
the
C
turret
control.
outside, still online. There's the kill.
Durka sends it.
lurk.
And
And
that is
C
his
players,
ult
they know
down.
what's going
Yeah,
on.
no one can
Now they gotta
follow
stop
this
it.
one. Lovely positioning.
So Durka had the showstopper there, but
Did he use his ult?
decides not to
I don't
use
have
it,
the
just
sound up
tries
high
to
enough.
almost seemingly make some sort of sneaky play through. Now bear in mind, because
must
of how
have.
well Vitality did in the last round, even without the victory, they managed to
He
put
didn't?
Boaster down to a pistol.
Really?
So one of the guns is now gone within the C site, and Durka lost the showstopper in the process. That looks like a bit of a mistake from Fnatic's part. And now with 40 seconds left,
TP into the safe
it's
corner.
Jake up to his old tricks again, TPing through. It's a surprise, but it's labored. Cinder will be alive on 2 HP.
Oh god. No man, delete the VOD.
That gives them a chance,
Delete the
but
last
fact
10
is the
seconds.
cavalry has already arrived. Leo will be able to find one, putting things back into a competitive position again. The Fnatic players,
Both
when
the
they're down
Fnatic
and out,
players are low.
seemingly so, they come alive, already spawning a player on the top of the site. Still, somehow, a chance in this scenario, but safe and strong once
The
again.
safe diff on that.
Vitality will bounce straight back.
Yeah, give me a
Give
little replay on this.
A few big plays from Safe. Yeah, he's been able to get himself into that.
Hello Ryan,
battle
how you doing, mate? How was
despite being on
the
other side
how are
of
the games
map.
today?
And when you look at how this one went down, you know, thank God he
I
was
saw
there
the
on time.
results.
They can isolate one more fight, fade ultimate online, and then it really would be a nightmare.
Nice!
Luckily, Safe is Salah's boy. He's able to get that round, extend it up to a 3-1 lead, and leave Fnatic without a lot to fall back on economically. Those credits are low, so the weapons are
What
weak.
is Durka about to, why has he got
We got a Bucky and the left click of the
With
Bucky.
ult
You know what I'm gonna say?
returns?
It's broken.
It could be. Long have we waited.
And
Here
we
we
head over
go.
towards
A
B with this one.
chance for some plays of old to shine bright again. In goes the Boombot to find him.
Still has his ult, by
Not
the
gonna
way.
chase, he is. He's gone in. He's cleared the corners. He's got himself some control. Boaster's fighting his own battles.
Nice from Vitality. Every time they're losing some map control, they're taking
Forced
some
Alpha out
back.
of position, just somehow he wins that fight, and look at the value from the bookie. This close angle could be absolutely massive if they go towards it.
And Nightfall hasn't really connected onto anything. Some weird
So many
matches
duels going on.
being
One over
taken.
there's
Fnatic
3
taking
individual
quality
duels
honors
right
with
now.
much weak-
Alpha
How
wins the
has
one
he
over
got his
towards
second
Heaven.
kill with a
Who wins the
frenzy?
one in Hobbit?
And now the
Alpha's
bookie
just styling
This
on
guy
them.
wins the guy in
The trade
sight,
coming
and
out
then
as
yeah,
well
we
with the
don't even go
stinger.
for the one over
This is
towards
not a
Hobbit.
round that Fnatic
They
should
win
even
the
be
bonus, they get over
competitive in.
towards the site. They had scary
Well,
guns
it
in terms of the
looks
Bucky.
It looks like the Vitality players are
And
falling back, forced
yeah,
to save.
nicely done. They forced to save, and they can get some
Well, we never
upgrades
would have
here.
seen this style of play if it wasn't for that bookie on Durka being able to seize close control.
Wait.
That's gonna.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely the plan. We'll listen Durka in
Well,
with
they go the
Bucky.
upgrades. I say upgrades, singular upgrades.
Oh, and then Alfia will kill 2 people with a frenzy, one of them at range.
I think that was the play right after he's been cleared out of the
What was
corner.
his second kill?
by an
Okay,
Allosaur.
it's a bit more reasonable. I don't think Kicks will see it that way, but
I think he was stood on the same spot of ground for both of
Yeah,
those kills.
frenzy
so
god.
he was his own killjoy turret. Fair play. And it's good to see Alpha getting off to a fiery start like that, even with a frenzy in hand. You felt pretty confident seeing a 3-1 lead with low economy for Fnatic. 3-2. Fnatic right back in the game, and they've got ultis to play around. That showstopper that Dirk has had for
he
2
still
rounds,
didn't use it.
it's coming. It's on its way.
Maybe that'll be the flex. He just doesn't use it at all.
All game.
They have been farming orbs for it, so I would be a little bit
Oh,
frustrated.
I mean,
Now, one of
Fnatic
the
might
players
just
they've
send
struggled
it.
with so far has
Aggro
been Safe.
push B, aggro push
This
C.
caused Fnatic real issues with his repositioning, but also just
That's why we
individual
get
skill.
such a
Reading
heavy
some of those
rotate
2v1
coming in from
scenarios.
Vitality. It is just an eco as well.
The fact is
Probably
it's a
don't want
good
to be
thing for
sending it with
Vitality that he's one of the
when your
players
team
that
when the
will-
enemy team's on ecos.
Viper's
So
Pit available for Sender, but
nice and chill on this
Again,
one. They break
way
they
Fnatic
break
play
the
this
door.
attack is
That pulls a
always
rotate over
patient.
towards B.
maybe seeing if anybody's going to be going for some spams. And
Oh,
it seems
wait,
like it's
the
possible.
flash,
Instead, though, they're going doubling
the
back
flash
towards
swing with
Sender,
Sender.
who does have one of the rifles.
It's the paranoia for
Oh,
Safe.
man.
This could be huge. There's the initiation. They're on their way
Sender?
through. Paranoia, but no
Ah,
peek. I
yeah,
thought that's where Sender
and,
was going to go
um,
swinging in to take
And
the fight,
Leo's
but
util
instead,
here
it's
dropped a
just a
tether
delay.
just in case they did
Yeah,
try and
yeah.
swing it.
Now he's pushed back. Is he going to use the ult? With a Guardian?
It's worth it.
Yeah, there's so many people here.
These players
Fnatic are
trapped,
locked
stuck
in.
a hovel
It
and
is all
trying to
about
fight their
Alpha
way out.
really to bail
Leo's
them
at
out
least
here.
done well. They
Yeah,
managed
give
to
him a little
push
bit of
through
space by taking
towards
this dual
the
molly
side, but
helps
they
as
know
well.
Safe is still there. They know there's players on site, and they've only got 30 seconds to make a decision.
Oh,
There's
that's
that
a lineup
decision
for
made.
it.
Finally, Viper's Pit comes into play from Chronicle, but remember, Sender has his own. He
Yeah,
can try
it's
to
pretty
pit
good.
back through this and make it a very
Helps you get
awkward
map
fight
control
for
over
both
towards
teams.
Heaven, and it blocks spawn. It's actually
This is
really
the
good.
other side that will be more of a problem. There's actually access back into the site for the remaining defenders. A lot of this will be onto Alpha. If they clear him, it could get awkward, but never mind. Leo goes facing outside. Chronicle taking a little bit of damage, but that's his own teammate's molly. If anything, it just gives away a position he's not even going to be in. And now, with just one man standing Safe again, he just has to back off. There wasn't really
Yeah,
an
just wants to
avenue
get out of
back
there. I
into
still
the
feel like they
site.
did.
They are gonna be
Didn't do
able
too
to
bad in
command
the
this
eco. It
round,
was a
and
winnable round.
unfortunately for Vitality, again, it's closer than maybe it should have been with the weaponry they have, but it is still going to be 3-3.
Oh,
Oh, you'd like Alpha
Oh.
to live.
oh,
And as we can see from the kill feed, he did not. A rifle lost. Another reinvestment for Fnatic. I think that's sort of housekeeping for the side of Vitality. Being able to flick between and then keep that economy nice and low. Grab a couple of kills. Even in the rounds you're losing, you're making it costly for Fnatic. That's how they want it to go.
Okay, at least we get the replay of it.
The effect, it's not
Replay
going to be
man's
felt in
got
this
us.
round, but it will if Fnatic lose this.
Yeah,
Looking
very
straight to
costly.
Vitality. Or Dirk could buy a Bucky and win anyways.
Heavy out towards A. Where is the money after this?
For this A side.
1, 2, 3, 4 that can't buy. Destrian, what? Destrian gets leg shot down to 5 HP. We have Alpha buying the attack up on the Killjoy. And then, I mean, chat, no one can buy next. This is a massive round. The good thing is Destrian kicks is alive, meets him, gets a heal, back on his way over towards C. Wait, he's here for the fast rotate because of the heal. But they accidentally have loads of people close if they want to try it. Yeah, the big duel over towards Hobbit, but one as well from Fnatic.
That's exactly what it's doing. Crowd controlling this squad back and putting them on the back foot in any fight that they do take as the rest of the teammates spill in, guns ablazing. Sender still has that Viper ulti online, but the pit is hard to bring into play in this sort of scenario. Oh, Sender, good idea of where these players are. Flash through as we emerge from a different wall. It's the A site. That's quickly denied. No control for Vitality around there, and Sender's going to take his pit home. At least he's going to try.
Another
Those
attempt to
steps are already
save.
heard. Dirk is close. He's got a buddy with him. Sender might be able to cut through both. If he does, he can save this weapon. But unfortunately, it's Leo on the other side. 4 rounds now for Fnatic, and the lead is in their hand. A slow path to recovery. Vitality haven't made it easy, but the pendulum swinging the other way.
Yeah, I do still feel like that round with the Bucky, the Stinger, and the Frenzy might be something that kind of captures
Good
them in the back
util
of
from
their
both
minds.
these as
Like,
well in
that
this
was
round.
a real opportunity for them to
Got the
get
guy
clear
fully flashed.
in the early stages of this defensive side, and letting that one slip, giving Fnatic a little bit of an extra boost financially, and also just in terms of the scoreline, might come back to haunt them. Nonetheless, still a very long way to go in this map, unfortunately for Vitality.
Another eco for Vitality.
Effort in terms of their economy. As you said, few ults online, so if this one gets a little bit close, it could be problematic.
Dude, he launched that.
Filthy spot, just catching out Runner. But again, after a lot of early C pushes, it seems like Fnatic have decided, okay, back to business, back to A.
This was good from Vitality though. Question mark created over towards C in terms of the fade eye, right? And then they put the turret here to get info if they're going to re-clear it, and then they can now stack.
With C being left very wide open, obviously much more willing to make this play when you've got.
I would still love to see them buy an Odin and go aggro over towards A,
trying to play
but
the numbers advantage. The A
still,
side will
yeah.
have the backup for now as they've seen the door open, the Viper wall go
hard
up.
when they don't have money.
But there's no movement from Fnatic, not just yet. They're looking for a reaction, response. There's a flash. They know Sky is here. They're going to try to find a bit more information by the looks of it. But yeah, Leo going through. Oh, I thought he was going to go through first, but instead it's right from the back. So they don't see any of these players.
30 seconds.
Definitely makes things a bit misleading.
4
though,
people
after already
here.
seeing so much off the back. That's
Killjoy
the same form they
ult.
used just a couple of rounds ago. Up on the corner, gets them so much information. Nade doing work. The snake bite was sublime. And what was looking like a possibility, Leo just couldn't get that
Okay,
kill, by the
was
way.
this an eco though? Again, we don't have to worry too much.
Suppressing fire.
Trex,
You know,
yeah,
just make
he's
his aim a little shaky.
here
Let's
and
make him
safe for
worry.
the next
You know what,
tourney in
that's a great
theory.
teammate, because he was like, you know what, Dirk is at the bottom of the board. I'll act as a distraction so that he can get the kill.
Leo does not mess around when it comes to the support role.
Of course,
you know,
yeah.
he is willing to lead with his utility.
It might
He'll
not
put
give
his
him
body
an
on the
assist,
line.
but he's willing to do it.
But
Just
he know, but that's it. Stats don't lie. But here they do. That is an assist. Well done. Well done, Leo. Yes. Big smile on his face. Happy to help. 5-3. Yeah, a really nice
massive ult
recovery
diff.
from Fnatic. It's
Yeah,
been
like
4
Desp
rounds
said
in
in
a row,
chat,
and this is the
they
problem.
used
Once
2
they
ults
get the
into
ball
this,
rolling,
so
finding solutions is a
Vitality
very
is now
difficult
their
thing.
time.
Most are solo playing
Money's
this side
here
of
they
the
can
map.
buy next, but
Keeping
they don't
3
want that to
players, and
happen.
usually
They got
Vitality have taken
3
this as 3,
ults, 4
and then
ults
just
for, I
rotated,
guess if we
leaving
include
safe
the
alone.
Omen for a
Instead,
fast
it's balled in
rotate.
that extra
We've got
20-second
Omen
window.
ult for
Now they're
Fnatic if they want to
destroying
try
some
something a
utility
little
on
bit
B,
wild
and
or
for
create
Vitality,
some
this is just an
pressure
uncomfortable
elsewhere.
Start to the round as they get little bits of map control.
Default over towards B, break the turret.
But they're filling in to spill the gaps.
I like this from Vitality, one passing over towards A. This is normally where it works out really well against this comp, because it's can be pretty hard for the Fnatic comp to force into a site. This smoke is good, it's kind of like the K-Corp one, maybe goes a little bit deeper, but I think that's okay.
for that controller tool, so they can let this stack stick around.
But Safe having ultimate as well, you know, he doesn't really need to fall back from Rubble. He can keep this aggressive control and use that as a get out of jail free.
I like what they did here. They did fake pressure over towards A. They smoked this and then they pushed the wall up to try and potentially get a rotate out, but Safe did really good. And there's no rotate coming in.
30 seconds left. If they're going to go somewhere, that door needs to open now. And it looks like that window is closing.
Yeah, and we have
Runner
Runner with his ult here.
Through B, and a TP used up by Boaster as well to get control over towards A. Nice shot onto Durka.
Okay, I think
making its way in now as a lockdown
I think Runner should have popped his ult 5 seconds ago.
They're getting it and getting out. How do they defend it from far away?
Yeah, they got to go real far on this. We're going to see an insta-stick. They can at least get half, you would imagine.
Yeah, Boaster has to do
Boaster's in a pretty
here.
good pause.
The rest of the team slowly making their way in, and actually, I think Alpha's just denied it.
He did.
Sender's gone down. There wasn't any cover
Not even
from
half.
one of the main angles. That seems like a bit of a misstep. The fact is, though, they still have a smoke. But
Smoke
now
goes
every
into
single
vision
member
block. Ping's
of
pretty
Fnatic
good.
has a keen eye on that
Man.
spike. Destrian's still unable to help out
Fnatic shouldn't have
with
won
the
this one.
defense of the player defusing, and while
Yeah, Fnatic get away with a round that they probably shouldn't have won there. If I'm fully honest,
I'll be honest, they made that look kinda easy.
Runner needed to pop his ult 5 seconds earlier. He needed to make sure they couldn't get through the choke point. Let them out the choke point. Trey came in, and then it all fell apart.
Look at that. I mean, that's insane. I don't know. Maybe the smoke was refreshing. I'm going to give Safe the benefit of the doubt. Add to that the fact that maybe he has to be taking that fight on the Boaster to cover the angle, so there's just no time. But
because then if he I think he's talking about cycling some of the util there.
Holding the one
all
angle that was
three
really
players were looking at Boaster.
It felt like
So
that with
it's
his
sort
hand
of like,
actions, and I think
Boaster is
that's
the
right.
immediate threat, but then you have to kind of clock back in and go, well, that
So
guy
still
can
better
just instantly
from
maybe switch the corner, which is
from an
exactly
A
what they're
point
gonna
of view
do.
though,
Having been
for
pushed so far
Vitality
back
holding
by
over
the
towards
KJ
aggro A.
You'd imagine they were running. So
Can a
not
team
only is that
lose
player
using
peeking
5
the angle,
ults
they're
though?
making a
Yeah,
lot of
we
steps
saw
on the way over, telling you, hey, I don't
we
want
saw it
you
yesterday.
using that, and,
K-Corp lost
well, it didn't look
an
like they got
attack
much
round
of a
where they
choice.
used 5 ults
Yeah, no
against
surprise.
Heretics.
Salah always on top of everything. He's going to be picking apart what has just happened, trying to get his team back in this one, because 5 rounds in a row is not a pretty sight. And as said, Vitality started this one well. It basically just spiraled out of control after they
JDG
lost that round
bind.
to
Okay.
Frenzy and a Bucky. Like that's what's
So
happened. Since then,
JDG
they've
bind,
managed to win a
and I
round.
want to watch the
Now,
Wolves
I'm looking
icebox.
at Alpha buying up an operator. Obviously, there's still some time left on the clock, but this could just be a counter just going, okay, they've been pushing aggressively up on A. I'm going to pick him out of the sky. But he's actually over towards the C side. So
Vitality again, just
after a
knowing that
pause, kind of
aggro over
expecting
towards A
some
is the
sort of
one.
aggression somewhere. So you guys go that way. I've got this side of the map.
Yeah, you know, we've seen again.
No way. It happened again.
He jiggle jump peeked that and he just caught him
Yeah,
out
this
the
time it
sky.
wasn't a leg
Pure
shot.
chaos on this choke point as well towards A. It's going towards Vitality to start with, but these players are caught out, pushed up, and now the numbers
Oh,
advantage
man,
in the
really?
duel 3 versus 1 as Runner goes down, leaving Sender alone in the 3 versus 1 of the round. At least he's got a Viper pit to play with. You know, I feel like I've said that for a couple rounds now. And again, the issue is going to be getting into position to use it. Now he has his wall down, but it's not in the best of positions.
Nicely
As
done.
you can see, Alpha was already well in
Yeah,
front
this
of
one
him.
fell apart a little bit.
That was like
The
a
attack
blink
op
in your
is
ears,
doing
like Alpha went, "Ah, let
doing
me just
great.
shoot a shot while I'm just running
Got a
away."
leg shot
Like,
over
it's-
towards C within the
it's
first 5
disgusting how
seconds. The
quick
other
he is.
rounds,
And
kill
that's
over
the thing,
towards
I
C,
genuinely
first
think
5
that
seconds.
From what I can see on the map, Destrian just did the classic, I'm just going to jump, peek, and go back out.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
stop it.
Yeah. That's what you get. Do we have his last kill as well? Was it as quick? I don't know if it was, but it seemed...
Okay. You know, I thought Alpha was already ahead of the wall, but no, he just walked straight through it. That nade is good, but not good enough. 67 health left on
Yeah,
Boaster.
this is one of the
Runner
issues with
is
the
out of
Sky.
round.
You don't
I mean,
massively...
only got
You
himself
don't
to
have
blame, that was
the
his nade.
Fade Tether combo to kind of
Sure.
wreck anyone
Sure.
TPing out.
I guess maybe
Should've
he
known
thought-
exactly
But
where he
I
trapped
do
that
think-
I thought maybe he'd like...
There's some ways of doing
move
it.
a little bit from the nade or something. No, just
Still.
instant headshot him as he goes around the corner.
Reasonable.
Just as reasonable as getting owned by Alfie. Surprisingly, they didn't jump peek, see that
They
round.
decide to
did, however,
push,
try
and mate,
peek
Destrian
B.
is...
again.
Destrian gets leg shot down to 5 HP. Killed round before. Killed now from the off.
And it is Sender trying to clutch this one out. Currently vulnerable. They know exactly where he is, and the spike's already made it to the site. But Leo, I think he's just going for the kill at this point. He just knows, you know what, I don't even need to risk this. Let's just wait for the cover of my team. This time he gets him, though. That's the kill that gives him maybe a chance. They've used Nightfall just on him. It doesn't connect.
Yeah, because if they win the rounds, they got no money.
Through before it even can. Leo catches the angle. 8 rounds for the side of Fnatic.
Looking convincing.
Side. It is their map pick, granted. Clearly they've come in with an idea. I know I heard our desk talking about it a little bit, the fact that the opening matchup we saw Vitality play Lotus, and you wonder how much have they investigated that.
Ooh, that was nice though. Did they use an early tether?
Peaked C, got caught on the elbow. Then he goes, I'll check B this round.
Hello,
so
Jasper.
And he's there.
I will say, like, the inner nerd in me, every time I see that little zoom thing comes up, cool. It just makes me happy.
Back over towards A, because they're not getting punished. They're winning every single time.
If they didn't,
Fade Eye goes into the corner. Gets okay, that's what tagged him last time.
Still is. It is. But 8-3. As we said, Fnatic have been looking good now. I don't know if you guys know this. Sander actually has a Viper's Pit online.
Safe goes aggro in. I want to say he's in his own smoke on C.
6 rounds ago.
2 days ago.
He hasn't used it yet.
Yeah, and he drops by the alarm bot.
Either because Durka
is
coming in with a showstopper.
I mean, did this guy
hear
this?
He has a way of rooting players out of that. Finally, the punish on Alpha.
That's a big start because he has been causing them real issues. The problem is, okay, the one good thing about having that Viper's Pit here is they can use it to waterfall their way back through.
It's a shame. Safe had a really good flank, but then the Killjoy goes down, so they're going to start expecting it.
He's so aggressive that you can't even really use the Viper's Pit to waterfall out. That's the plan. And you know what? Sender's done well. It'll give them that extra bit of space. It'll clear out that back corner as well because the Fnatic players can't afford to sit there. Safe wrapping round timing is absolutely everything. Showstopper, he could get multiple kills instead. Safe's come from behind.
Safe did so good to buy his time on this, though.
Maybe just the round. Boaster still sitting back, manages to find himself one, and now he's the only one left standing.
Wait.
Just going to try and go for the diffuser, but Vitality.
I was going to say, if Boasty's actually managed to get the diffuser there, that's a round.
Just about, and they will have themselves their 4th round after a 7-round hiatus.
8-4 at the half. Look,
yeah, it was a
how
lovely.
we started here, Tom. It's not the best. It was 3-1.
It was not a good start for Fnatic, but the recovery was outrageous.
17-7, and they're losing by 4 rounds. The thing is, when they've actually run into him, he's been ridiculous. Like, I was a little bit skeptical seeing him play controller because, as I said, he was basically the 2nd best duelist in EMEA last year, and it's because the best one won 2 trophies. Like,
I also discussed a little bit about,
have you seen anyone other than Oxygen cycle the Viper Omen A main one-way in defense? No, they do it good. No one really uses the Viper smoke there, and it's normally because the wall kind of eradicates it a little bit. But I do think it can be.
He thought he was meant to be a
I do think it has some uses.
Everyone,
again, chat, you lot know that. You lot know that I hate how everyone plays A against Fnatic, really.
Like that, who will just say, what
apart
is it
from
on this map? What do we need on this map? That's what
Loud, really, that was it.
Playing with people, a bit like Angel. Just tells you whatever he thinks is funny at the time.
If I was to give advice to someone getting into the game, I'd say don't play like Angel. That would be the first thing I'd say, because you don't have his teammates.
Double pistol.
Coaster doesn't have many teammates now because they've already lost Durka and Chronicles. Pistol off to a flying start for Vitality.
Oh,
it's been a lifeline in the series, having the first one under their belt. We'll see if they can do the same here on the
Skydog goes in, probably a spam on this guy.
And an easy seize on Boaster. He had nowhere to go. Stunned up and gunned up. Leo, 74 health, 1v4. Good luck.
If there was any man, it would be this one.
The Ryan clip? Maybe let's check it after the game.
Watch this man 1v5 with a Sheriff. I can't choose anyone else. But even still, this would have to be an absolute.
It's clean.
That's one. That's one. He's got a few more to go. A little bit wary of the flank, but the time is the main problem. He might be able to kill off every single member, but I think the clock will do the job at this point. Even throwing a nade onto the spike. It's another instant headshot, but Safe will survive. And Kix is going to make sure it doesn't go any further. Controlled from Vitality. Didn't give him a chance. Now they get the rewards. A potential 2nd round conversion for the 2nd time. And a chance to build into this attack half, which, as we've said, like, we've seen teams improve on the defensive side of this map, but ultimately we do still lean it in the attacker's favor.
And also leaning in the favor of players or teams.
Okay, double
who win
sheriff.
both pistols. Big advantage.
Two
to have, and you
pistols.
can see why.
Vitality,
Even in a game where
even
the
after the
buy rounds
pistols,
haven't
most
worked, where
likely
Fnatic have found
8-6
such a
down.
heavy streak of rounds.
4-person
You're right back in the
push.
game, at least possibly. They can't come in and lose this round. Damage was done, but now I'm
Yeah,
not
I mean,
so
they had
worried.
numbers with the
Very quick
jewels.
kills from the side of Vitality. They should be able to retrieve that spike, and unless Leo's classic has got a little bit of an upgrade to it, I think this one should be very much dead and
Somehow I
buried.
still believe he's going to do something.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
For a second there, safe almost fell. But yeah, both are very far away. Hoping they would double back, but instead they seem like they're firmly set on heading their way into the C site. An almost inevitable conclusion of this
Runner
round being that
gets the orb
Vitality will get themselves into
for the plant.
2-round.
And Boasties
Going in with
has
the bonus,
one
that's the thing, if
smoke,
they can keep these 3 rifles
a
up, still
TP,
have the potential
and a
to buy up
classic.
a couple more. They could be coming in with a really solid bonus. So if anything, they just don't want to lose anybody else, which is exactly what they would do.
Not bad.
Nice controlled one for Vitality. Plenty more to come. And look, for this attack,
Why Sky over Gecko on this map? Gecko, man, Gecko on its own. I feel like Gecko at the moment needs to be comboed with stuff that flash just gets shot too easy. They don't really do the same thing.
A lot of light shields, man. A lot of light shields.
Gecko's great in
But
double
they
initiated
can't
comps
tell
though.
them, right?
But as a solo,
Oh, okay. Have you been feeding them information?
don't
I
think it's the
I'm
one.
on
Well, clearly Mitch needs to be investigated, but okay. Sender going for some spams.
He's doing the Chronicle.
Did a
Fnatic on their first bite, early over towards A, they said one person up.
Viper screen. Again, it's patient stuff coming out from Vitality. It's the same as what we've expected. Smoke going down, maybe hoping to try and destroy some of that utility. They will do just that.
Trying to find the util. Didn't get the alarm bot.
Falling back. In the meantime, though, Boaster has gone aggressively pushing up. It's exactly the
And
same.
creating pressure like they're doing the old loud default. You take C and then B and then duel
TP
over
to
towards
get
it.
yourself
Clear
out
this
of
as
there.
well. And then the smokes are finally starting to run out. Imagine if that was an Odin.
This time, I think he might just have
Every
to
time the wall went
escape.
up, you'd probably win every single time, but
Yeah, the smoke down just to make it a bit
I'll
more
wait for another
annoying.
game.
In actual fact, this rotation.
I'll
could
get it. We'll
benefit.
get it one time, chat.
It's
We'll get it
definitely
one
towards the
time.
C side from what we're
Otherwise, I'll
seeing.
just have to binge watching
Viper wall
T1
play for B and A.
all day. To be fair, they didn't have the money for it.
I'm not sure where the toxins are at for Chronicle, but I didn't see the wall go up, so Orb should be in play for this. Snake bite down, that's going to catch a few on the way through. Good damage done.
Volley
Alpha at
goes
least
in.
good for one, and the backup is now on the side.
25 seconds?
Spray down from Chronicle, but he's forced back into the smoke.
Wait,
His
this has
teammate
a
dropped.
lot of
I don't know if
legs.
he can go for this anymore. Probably has to wait for a
They got
teammate.
no util to get back into
Spam
sight.
to
This
try to
one's
deal the
probably
damage, but
done.
It's not happening. That's planted now, secured for Vitality. They can't really get out of the site. The only issue. The smoke isn't online for safe just yet to help them on cross, but they'll stack up, take these fights together, and look to push it across the line.
Smoke to block
Chronicle
vision,
up close,
so
has to win
Destrian's
that
out
opening
of
fight.
here.
Now, there's too many players.
Man, first big
Too
buy
many
round.
with
Kicks gets
picking
4.
off
They had
Oh.
a huge round from him. Really good take onto the site as well, being able to clear out Althea without too much difficulty, which is normally not an easy thing to do. And they've managed to convert that bonus round as well. That's the big thing about it. Getting themselves that little boost in. The only thing I will remind you of is they kind of managed to do that. Well, they won, I think it was round 4, and then they ended up losing to what was a weak purchase. Fnatic, they're going to take themselves their first pause and first time for Elmer Putty to actually get a chance to vocalize within the VCT. Obviously, the one sort of change
and
that we've seen within Fnatic is
Let's
bringing
think
that coach.
2-9 loss bonus.
Absolutely.
They got a
They
little
talked about the
plant
roster
as well,
changes and how
so
they
3,
haven't had any. Well,
3-2.
obviously, the behind
They
the
didn't get that
scenes
many
has
kills.
shifted somewhat.
Couldn't be
Not
a good
that
low
Vinny's not
buy.
involved anymore, but he doesn't have to come down on the stage. Doesn't have to fist bump upwards to Salah. Understandable. And doesn't have to deal with Salah's mind games. That's
Yeah.
a big part of it.
And doesn't have to deal with being insulted by Sue, which is something that you have to clearly deal with on a regular basis.
Yes. Yeah, I heard that earlier, Sue.
It's
think
funny,
you're
I
getting
didn't
away
have
with
my
it.
headphones on, but I saw his face and I was like, Sue just said something mean, didn't
Yeah.
she?
Every day, Tom. I deal with this every day. It's okay.
It's okay, everyone loves a short king.
No minicam? Nice. Just chilling at
We
home.
saw the Guardian bought up, right? the spam attempt that I was holding my breath the whole first half to see from Chronicle.
Probably a little bit stressed.
Pioneered it certainly at the top level, pulling that Odin out attack side, denying the cross. Now, when you've got someone like Safe who's just going to shrouded step across, it's not the best. You know, typically you're denying Rays coming up. And
Odin on attack, going to spam over towards A. What a Fnatic got planned overall.
But Sender, well, he don't give a damn. He said, if your Omen steps out, I'll tag him
well,
up. And Chronicle can't even spot the corner.
Only a little bit. Was he
losing HP?
okay.
Now, obviously, it looks worse than it is.
Yeah, it looked way worse than it was because of the attack wall. I didn't realize he was tanking the attack wall here.
86. He stood in that angle a second or two longer. He was gone.
Wait, someone pinged exactly on Boaster's pause.
I think they know that he's there.
Uh-oh.
The rest of Fnatic have started to make moves.
I mean, the Odin can spam this from back here and get this angle.
Vitality's attack size, if you watch them on Sunset, they're very happy to hit the brakes. Very controlled, not over-aggressive. And it seems like Sender has a real chokehold on this team.
Question mark created over towards A from opening the door. Bit of a gamble from Fnatic at the moment because we have pressure in terms of all of these areas. And Fnatic gets too quiet. Fade goes in, they decide to go aggro, and maybe they get into an okay position to spam through smokes here.
It's not like there's a lot
Say spam, it's pretty much Leo's gun is the only one that can do it. At least when Leo got hit early, they might not.
Oh no! Oh
yeah,
no!
they might not.
Leo's in the corner! He's not getting out of that corner, granted, but the damage is already done.
All the Seekers go heaven? I mean, you just molly this.
Well, the Seekers go out, but 12
Someone's got to plant, though.
12 seconds, that has to be planted here and
Kicks.
now. Kicks can't even get to the side.
Oh no, guys. Guys, that's a spike.
5 seconds, 4, and time is gone. They need to kill them. Fnatic are running for the hills. Playing against Fnatic is
oh, guys. Oh my god. That's the round that Fnatic win. That's so stupid. You got to shout out to Leo. Shout out to the guys over to I mean, it was Leo that kind of gave him the info with the Fade Eye as well, so he got into that corner early. They decide that they need to get some map control against the eco for some reason. And then they all go to the right side water, and then and then they were so caught up in the duels. Oh man, that was awful. It was absolutely awful.
And we point to so many players on Fnatic as being strong individuals. Boaster,
nicely done from Fnatic.
Buying so much time for his squad.
Oh.
Well played across the board. The rewards
oh man, Odin out on the fence. We got another one. Add him in, give him a tick. Seal of approval. They're gonna lose the round though. But it's still been working for them. It's been working for them. It's been working in practice. We bring it out. Other teams can now finally use it, and I can. Wait, they kind of leaked the ante to their own comp though. That's a little bit dangerous, but.
The spam's not bad, but Safe has got his teammates back. Runner also dropping Leo. This makes it look
they used it last year, but they never went in this area with it. All about this area. Wall up, spam. What? Dude, how did you get 2 there? Dude, I thought this round was done. Molly's. Oh. He's throwing a snake bite down to delay them at least a little bit, but the time is not even remotely. Give me Alpha's POV, because how did he manage to get 2?
I feel silly for being surprised.
That's it, man. At a certain point, it's our fault for not expecting it. I was with you. That look down and out.
Yeah, it was done.
Can be so difficult.
Here we go.
And I was even going to say, you know what, in a round like this, Tom, they get on site, they plant, they pit.
Oh, yeah, he sees Runner shooting.
Blame them for that. It's like the first player, sure. The fact he quickly
God
transfers
mode.
to the second player.
Back-to-back rounds that Vitality shouldn't have lost.
It must be nice to be a Fnatic fan, you know?
This guy's insane. This whole roster is insane, to be fair, but like Dirk is on the bottom of the scoreboard, and they're doing just fine.
Yeah.
Like, most teams, your duelist goes missing. Hell, we saw the Liquid game. You know what happens. It gets damn tough to even put up half the rounds. Oh, you're gone. Good night.
Ooh.
Never mind.
He got seized.
3.
He got seized by Leo.
3.
I think that literally might have been the difference. He would have got that little
Back
bit
towards
further.
B.
Chronicles brought that Odin back in, but
Turns out
again,
the Odin's good for retaking over towards B as well, multi-purpose, and they Vitality push close, get some heaven control, and this is pretty good at the moment. Chat, where the hell was the plant for? Oh, okay, there we go. The plant. Yeah, this is nice. They can insta lovely molly. That's fine. I actually think that was the right play. No one insta sticking half might have cost them.
Vitality retake control over the side. They've got that off angle to fight from. No diffuse possible.
Very nice. Very nice from Vitality here. Love the instant decision to go over towards heaven. They saw they had the Killjoy ult, and they even went a step further and went all the way to stairs to get a kill on the guys that were going to try to take Hobbit.
They're having to leave because of the lockdown. Would just, I'm outside the lockdown. I'll wait, and then I go back to where I was. That was not what Vitality were doing. They realized, okay, we've got players coming in.
It's so funny because whoever loses this game is going to go, so say Fnatic, say Vitality lose this game, they're going to be like, man, we should have had those 2 after plants. And then if Fnatic lose, they're just going to go, man, we should have just won a pistol. And it's one of them where everyone's going to feel like they should have won the actual game here. Or at least the map.
From the Vitality squad. Not a lot to work with in terms of ult economy, but for the Fnatic side, that showstopper from Durka, it could help them fight back into a site. A lot of the difficulty has been holding on in the first place. Vitality have got boots on the ground whenever they want. I think they're pushing and pulling the map decently well. Right now, presence across. It looks like a shift towards C. The success on C
it's a
side,
really important round at the moment.
That's why they're not going for it. Slowing it down. That was a wild
Was there not a...
straight through. He's caught center.
Was there not a wall up?
The thing is with Chronicle, it might just,
what?
like, this man knows the inside and out of every monitor on the planet.
New judge spot unlocked. Love that one.
Boaster is going to
TP out afterwards.
After a massively successful round, Vitality have 40 seconds to try and turn this one on its head.
Cover going out.
Outside the site. You already see Chronicles like, I don't need to fight this anymore. We got a showstopper for the retake.
30 seconds
they don't have anything to really help them in this afterplan. He's just trying to make sure that any re-aggression is going to be met.
Spike planted.
And Safe is going to hear this Omen running away.
I feel like the one player that might be able to do a little bit of extra damage is going to be Safe.
Feel like his team can delay and he goes behind?
No.
No.
Has a slightly more aggressive position. The fact is though, Mitch,
Sturk want to pop his ult.
from the same
Yep.
spot.
Yeah, oh, they're looking at death ball, and like we've seen many times before, using
good plant,
Durka's
but
showstopper to clear out the space that's
like, what are you
already
meant to
being
do,
taken with just Safe, but insult to injury as the final rocket lands right at his feet.
Yeah,
That's
must win round for
11
them though in
rounds
terms of
for
their econ.
Fnatic. 2 more to close this map
Vitality
out.
good
This
to buy
is their
again.
pick. They looked very good on their attack side. They streaked together, what, 6-7 rounds, and now they're almost at the end of it, and it was indeed a wild spam straight through the wall. Of course it was. This is a man who likes to wall bang with Odins. You don't think?
Yeah, but
he's above just
I think
down
like
angles?
I'm really enjoying Chronicle at the moment because it is just the whole when the wall goes up, people just walk, take back control. He wanted to do it with the Odin, obviously went over towards B. He's still doing it on this round, just a little bit further back. Just knowing tons of people walking through here is, I mean, everyone does it.
Alright. I'm not sure whether you're the biggest nerd on the planet or...
The timeout's good as well because obviously if Fnatic win one, if they can make them lose the next, they get the loss bonus reset.
The fact is, you come into a map of Lotus versus Fnatic, and I kind of expect you to just be out of it. But they have had a competitive match. They've had moments, they've had opportunities, and they've had big mistakes. And that's where this will probably be quite frustrating for them in post. 2 rounds that they've lost to...
You always like Safe? I mean, yeah, Safe's a fragger. Doesn't matter what agent he's on, he's a fragger.
And not planting the spike. Those are 2 big rounds that they could have had that would completely change the scoreline here. The fact is, though, those are rounds that you just can't lose to Fnatic. You give them anything, they will take it with both hands. And that's why they're now sitting a couple of rounds to the good. And just 2 away from taking the first map and heading on to Ascent.
Well, that timeout's come to an end. And for Vitality, it's time to show up. Next map up is Ascent. They want this one to be close.
Early A.
Already, we're seeing a
I get shot.
from this attacking side.
One molly
They come
out
of
for
the pause,
from Chronicle.
as they look to take
And this
control
orb
over A
is
main. The site, though,
Not saying it's
very
everything,
much
but
secure. Plenty of utility to
definitely
keep them
changes
back.
this
The
up a lot.
smoke,
What is
of
this
course,
one like?
Chronicle waiting to see whether he wants to use this Viper's Pit. This could send them running the other way, but on a map like
He
this,
was
there's
tempted.
plenty of ways to shift direction.
He was very
I
tempted.
think the main reason he hasn't used it is because of that. Because he heard them taking the orb, there's still that doubt of whether they're actually
Wait.
going to head in this direction yet.
Okay, as
Doesn't
we
wanna
can
just
see on the
throw
minimap,
ult
no one
out
over
for no
towards here,
reason,
so they're not
especially because
actually
they can
going
very
towards
easily
B.
surround him on
But
that A side.
they don't, in terms of
From either side.
Fnatic,
Three players
have
from
any
Fnatic
info
now
here,
sit
so that
within B.
it looks
After
pretty
hearing
legit.
the door
And they
broken,
decide to go searching.
their expectations, runner in a decent position.
Well, they're close
Now
enough
they
to hit the
do
run.
head back towards Chronicle, and he's
So it's cool.
he's
Omen
moved
flash over
completely.
towards here, insta swing
Finding
towards
that
stairs.
opener.
And the Fade Eye on top of it, there's a great little trap play.
Fnatic certainly got some fight left to them. That pit, though, not going to be baited out just yet. They know they've got plenty of time with angles
Aim
like that
coach.
held by
30
Boaster.
seconds left.
And he's safe, far, far away from that lockdown. That now, okay, it might get them to the site, but the counter pit to fight back in, the utility they'll have on their way through, Poison Orb still up for Chronicle. They need something more, and I understand then why you see this aggression from Sender. Great kill, but he's down to 11 HP. The price was paid in the end.
Still
Now what does he do with the 11 HP?
made this round look plausible. Door being tapped, but it is being watched by Destrian. Timing on this is going to be everything. If he gets this kill, it's plausible
Alarm bot.
now. Possible, in
Could
fact.
put the alarm bot down.
For them
A
to
good
get
off
this one
angle.
through. Sender is just going to try and play within it. Perfectly timed onto Boaster.
Whoa.
And looking for the kill onto Leo. He's still standing, though. I think he might have got the information
Four?
wrong about how
Oh
low
man,
Destrian is,
I
and is
thought
almost
maybe he was
caught
going to do
switching
this.
on the way back.
Right, so Boaster can't
Vitality.
buy 1,900 loss bonus.
clutch, a
Everyone else
huge
kind of
round for
finds
them
sitting
to
around
take.
like
I wonder-
4-2.
oh, Fnatic
I think
might be kicking
4-1, 4-2.
themselves.
Oh, you have to commend Sender for going out to try and find that extra player. If he doesn't do that, this round does not go their way. Not with that
Damn.
pit online. Not with the fact
The
that they
trap
can
play
use
was
Orb to
cool, but
block
the
off an angle,
2v4
close the space, get the pit down, defuse, and it's done. We've seen those rounds a
I
million
mean, we have to
times,
shout
but
out,
that right there
we have to
changed
shout
the
out
course of this
Sender here, to be
altogether.
honest.
The team had to worry about taking other angles, about clearing out. They split up. Sender was able to buy them all the space they needed. Gorgeous stuff.
And he's another one of the sort of new look.
Well, got one round where everything goes your way. You pay for it.
Boaster
It's just
takes
not
the hit, like we
fair.
were
It's
talking
just
about,
not
in
fair.
terms of
Like,
him
it's
not
just
having a gun for
the
this one.
perfect time to spam. But
They
what I was
lose
gonna
their
say is
only
he's one of the new
initiator.
look IGLs that still just seems to be up there in the fragging department. Like, we've hyped up Boo, also fellow Lithuanian in that, but Sender really is just, he's up there. 19 kills, only man above him is safe.
And Vitality are just going to want a duel.
Wow.
They're going to hope that someone duels them.
Learning what it's like to play against Fnatic. They're just wrecked at the beginning of the round. It hasn't changed the setup either. Slow walking in towards, still with the chance to go back, but with safe TPing in, not so sure that's an option, and straight through the poison orb. Brunner has died as well. That's
That
the
was
second
very
kill
good as well.
straight
Just
through
the
spot.
safety of the smoke, meaning that he can wrap round.
they're a little
Destrian
bit
gets the
calmer,
kill.
but-
That is unlucky. Oh boy.
Get your gun out, Boaster. It's all right. At the end, he got there, and that's all we're gonna remember.
I
about
feel
this
like send a
round.
ton
Another
from
chance
the
as well. He's
from the
got stinger.
audience
He knows
there.
he's a player there.
I'm not sure.
Doesn't want the upgrade. Not willing to step out of his corner to get it. Just holding the control, boxing him in, and closing the lid. 12-9 for Fnatic.
3 chances to close this one out.
They've gotten away
9-12,
with another. Now
and they
on
didn't win the
that
pistol.
point,
Pretty
despite
impressive.
A very strong fight being put up by Vitality.
Been some weird
Down to
rounds
3 in a
sprinkled
row.
in here though.
What a timing. It's just ridiculous. Like, okay, the smoke actually went up just afterwards. I thought he'd done 2 straight through, but even still, just alpha things. I imagine that was a surprise of Boaster's life.
So
It's like,
funny.
oh, hello. Check your corners, guys. Check your corners. 12-9. Fnatic, it might not have been.
Fnatic
The
decided to
cleanest
go aggro, and we like this.
we've ever seen,
Aggro
but they
with
are
2.
still
We
looking
were.
like they're
I
gonna
think
get
he
the same
wanted.
result.
Did he
Run.
satchel? Yeah, I think he wanted with the satchels go on
online
top. I'm not
alongside
entirely
kicks.
sure.
A decent
3-person
combo.
walk
Get
push
the
through.
information, then the showstopper can clear you out. But look at the
Fnatic
difference.
fine
Think
to
about
just
how
play far back
aggressive
on
Alpha
this.
was last round. He was up, taking a random shot into the dark to try and get a kill. This time, he's at the back of the site. And it's because he knows
Yeah,
what,
they're going
what
fast
options they
behind,
have,
and does
he does not wanna
Killjoy.
face him.
Go out of range, no turret. Get shot. Seekers obviously went one behind. They have no map control. Okay, they fight mount.
And this isn't a site where it's very easy to play aggressive. Dirk is down, Poster in trouble.
Okay, the guys on site need to send it.
Viper's Pit definitely going to be needed to recover this round. But again, the problem is denying the space for him to put it down.
I think they missed their window.
Chronicle can just
oh, that's nice.
A couple steps closer, or another bullet through. Kicks is on 5 health. If he even had a snake bite here, it could change the game. But they've delayed quite a bit of time now on the side of Vitality. And with still 5 players left, are Fnatic going to go for this?
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, and nicely done here for...
Financially, but I guess they care more about taking weapons
I like both of how both of the teams approach this. To be honest, like the Fnatic strat of going fast behind was really good, and Vitality, once they were all on site here, made sure that no one was flooding in to then insta-take Mount Heavy because they had no map control.
I also don't think it's done that much damage to Vitality though. They'll still be able to purchase him with the next round. The thing that worries me a bit for them is ults. Viper's Pit not too far, lockdown as well, but
could have done that on the Eco run they lost.
And the
they should have done that, so maybe learn him. Yeah, looking a little bit stressed.
Well, I think the Fnatic
last time out? No.
Vitality to have one more round, so we can get all of the rounds in regulation. Things I love to see.
This is Fnatic's best chance to close this out.
At 12 to 10, it's, well, they've got their choice of rounds to go for. We'll probably see a save if things do go a little bit awry.
Definitely the best chance to close this one out.
Oh, there you go.
We'll have the ults. Yeah, it's used very early on. I guess again, noise is being heard outside of C, so why not?
It's more so just look at the.
I mean, it's more so that they have A control as well. They have to be somewhere. Alarm bot inside it as well. So the early information from this is very nice. These stacks looking good. Teva?
Just an instant kill immediately. Good trade though. The C's holding them back at least a little bit more, and Leo not wanting to overcommit. Here goes Runner.
The rehit's nice. They still have Razenade on site.
Get them in towards that side.
It's like that weird thing again where they don't have any map control, but they can definitely go get some.
For a miracle. He's seen what Alpha's been cooking and tries to do a little bit more.
Killjoy ult goes in. I mean, there's the map control. We go over towards Hobbit. And
a kill. They've got a good opportunity. It's just perfect though. Vitality
oh man, they got to save.
And as you mentioned,
they definitely got to save these two.
Almost think so. Yeah, those
guys, look at the money. Someone talk about the money that you got to save. Both these?
Real fighting chance in the next. There's no real chance they end up taking this one. Shrouded step was heard. They've heard those steps as well. Kicks had already pushed up close. They know where Boaster is.
So, one on top of this.
Dropping this rifle. It could buy them in overtime. And there it is. Another kill.
With
just Chronicle seemingly quite safe.
2-4 on top of all of these. We get 1,000 on this.
Potentially be found on that Fnatic side. They've used up their Viper's Pit as well.
At least Leo gets a full buy.
They seem to have done a lot of the hard work. Now they've just got to tip that last domino, the one that was missed. Pushes to an overtime, and this map can still be theirs.
Yeah, I like the fact as well, the last few rounds have been a lot more direct. Back to basics, just playing as a unit. I think that's where Vitality have played some of their best. Valorant is just playing off of each other. My only worry though, Fnatic have done some of their best work in this game with the stinkiest of buys. Like, you think about, as I said, the Sheriffs, the Frenzies, the Stingers. That's what's going to be coming in this round. I'm looking at a Spectre on Durka, who has been uncharacteristically quiet. Bottom in the hold server at the moment on that raise. Maybe he really has been practicing the Yoru just a little bit too much. But this also gives Salah the chance to talk through with Vitality. The fact that this one has been so competitive, so close, and right at the end they look like they could be about to bring this one to overtime. It's already a testament to how good a squad they have. Bear in mind that the expectations with the signing of Trex is that he'll be in this roster soon, a little bit of boost to firepower.
Okay, they don't have the guns, but they have the ults.
On Elma Putty's face, something that
Stinger, sorry, one Stinger, double Spectre,
you didn't see.
3 light on this.
Pretty level headed, pretty used to it. It's first time. That's what Devard's saying at home. Stressful games. That's what Fnatic are known for. That's what they deliver every single time.
If Sender gets a killer and orb, that is the only ult you'll see from Vitality.
But the thing is, Elma Putty, they get there in the end.
And they change it up a little bit, and Fnatic every single time have been going aggro over towards A. This time, they get some map control. We got none of these. Dude, are they just going to do the classic that you do against Killjoy ult and just plant for tree?
Or they... Oh, okay. It's been a slow start, but then a fairly direct response early. And a lot of information garnered.
4 players.
So there's a lot of interesting things. Most teams at one point, when they kind of understood that Killjoy after plant over towards A can't be good, because you can always plant for tree and go tree. But now, this new bit of A, if Fnatic actually get back a side control, the Killjoy ult gets everywhere and you can just full defuse. So
but it does seem like Leo and Chronicle
let's see what happens.
That paranoia has pushed them back.
The lovely Omen flash with the swing here. Oh my.
To go down the Viper's pit on its way to help out on site. It'll be needed to spray through.
Again, this is not a good plant, so they can just do a normal Killjoy and be confident.
We'll get the spike in. Time now, not an issue for the side of Vitality.
I mean, Killjoy ult is everything here.
Issue is the fact that there's a lockdown in play.
Yeah.
And Alpha's just put
now
that
what?
in. So they cannot sit inside the Viper's pit. And in fact, they need
this guy just going to tank it, Molly, before he goes down.
The thing is, I feel like one has been set up so that they can spam from afar. I think there were expectations that they were there.
Killjoy Molly. Molly on this. Can spam. No one went stairs. No one went stairs. They didn't kill the Viper. They saw this ult and no one went stairs. Oh my. That's a mess up.
It's a perfect round from Vitality, and okay, sure, they'll lose a man at the end, but they ain't gonna care. Heading us through onto overtime, and a really nice adaptation from
Holy three of them. 3 chances done.
It's like an alt
overtime.
Ragnarok. The Odin saved the day. I'm happy to see that. 3 quick kills on the spray through. And one of the big dangers when you're playing inside that Viper's pit is the Odin. And the Tracer is one thing, but on such a tight angle, you ain't firing back at that. Just look. It's so damn easy. Ping it up, spray it up, have your teammates cover your sides. He is so smart. He's so goddamn smart. A beautiful play. And also to stay detained inside the pit. They didn't get to him because how could they? There's a line of bullets blocking them off unless they came from spawn.
It's also just the other thing as well. Okay, sure, the Odin's still going to be very good in that scenario. But with all of them being 1 HP, it means you could just go left to right and you're going to insta-kill anybody anywhere near
it. Was nice from Vitality. You got to give them that.
Crucial part. Fnatic, though,
but I think when the ult comes down
onto the attack they go.
And you see it's not the good plant.
This has been a showing.
It's a hard run. In the moment, that's one of those in the moment, split-second decision making. That's hard. Odin was spamming there anyway.
Loud, and it's a pretty good club to be in. As said, the only team to ever beat them on this map. So good they did it twice.
Vitality, aggro over towards C. A lot of info, and we at least have the Killjoy in terms of alpha over towards B if they wanted to pivot in towards a B split. There goes Alpha for the B split, and now we don't have any info over towards B. Oh, that is a devastating loss.
Tasted his own medicine with those opening duels alongside the operator. Oh, Sender just got
lovely TP. Oh my goodness. That was so sick. That was so sick. The recovery here is great.
After that one, so is safe. Vitality have fallen to pieces in this round. The attack side for Fnatic looks good, but we've seen the 2v4 clutches. We ain't seen this one out.
Big hero play from Boaster.
For Runner and Destrian, good players to have in this scenario, but Runner's got the op. He needs someone to swing. He needs someone to give him the advantage, and I just don't see how he's going to get that.
It seems impossible. The only piece of utility they have, and the second it leaves his hand, a bullet flies right back. Destrian trying to do something here, but it
the 4v5 crumbled pretty fast here.
Right back onto that attack, right back to success for Fnatic, but both teams were dominant on their attacking side, so no surprise. The Vitality now going back onto that favored position. We might just be able to turn it once again.
Well, that's it, another chance to try and recover this. Now both attacking sides have been pretty proactive, especially in default or in the regular rounds, regulation. They've been big fans of farming up those orbs, of taking control. I wonder if we'll see that here again. Snakebite down, and that's going to isolate Runner. He didn't have a teammate who's a little bit insane. Safe has gone Shrouded stepping through the wall.
Is this the same Omen flash swing that we've been seeing
Clearly
a few
Fnatic
times?
realizing that they want to fight this A side, so they're just stacking it up. Only Alpha
Omen
on the
flash
other
goes
side.
in. Here's the
Paranoia
swing.
is sublime. They're just going to go swinging up the back of
So
it.
nice.
It is a complete
Boast has been
mowdown.
doing this the whole game, playing in this area, flashing in this area each time. It's been so nice. Got close, got real close, but they didn't win a pistol as well, so one of the reasons why.
Vitality gave it a damn good go.
There was some mad rounds sprinkled into
No,
this.
it wasn't. To overtime in their opening